Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope that you guys are doing okay tonight. I'm glad to be back with you guys tonight. Who is all in the room? Let me see who I see. I see Natural Born Queen. She was the first one. I see Jeff Lee. He said he's gonna be in the bushes tonight. I see Monica J. She's a member and a moderator. Who else is here? I see we got some more people in here. I see Miss Lynn Smith is in the house. Who else is here? Miss Michelle is in the house. I be wanting to salute everybody. I be seeing people in the bushes. Miss Shan is in the house. Who else? Y'all drop y'all states so I can send a shout out to the states that you all in. I be wanting to know where people are from. Well, the states. Hey, Miss Snoozy Cake. And who else is here? William Barrett, Miss Charlene. Miss Charlene said she in the back looking. I see you, Miss Charlene. I'm glad you spoke. Sherry is here. Miss Deborah is a member. Player Co is a member. He tapping in. Who else is here? Miss Sharon is a member from Omaha, Nebraska. Shout out to Nebraska. Miss Deborah is a member. Miss Janice is in here. Arthur Rose is in here. Snoozy is in Snoozy is in Cashville. She up there where what's that rapper name that used to rap with 50 Cents? I can't think of the guy now. It's right on the tip of my tongue too. I cannot believe it. I can't remember his name. What's that rapper name that used to be with 50 Cents that lives in Cashville up there in Tennessee? Lil Buck. Yeah, Buck. Let's see. Did I say Little Miss Muffin? Phenomenal Black Woman is in the house. Miss Deborah is a member. Player Co is a member. Little Miss Muffin is a member. Forest City, Arkansas is in the house. That's right next door to Tennessee and Mississippi. Who else is in here? Oh, Miss Sherry's from Kentucky. She is in the house. Shout out to Kentucky. I got some family that lives in Kentucky. Who else? What's up, Miss Snoozy Cake? How is everybody doing tonight? Now I gotta say, y'all, once I started doing Miss Letitia is in the house. Hey T and Chad in Delaware. She's close to Delaware is not that far from New York, is it, Letitia? Is it closer to New York or is it closer to Philly? I know it's still all around New York, but Delaware might be closer to Philly. But Philly is like not too far from New York either. Who else is in here? Marilyn is in the house. Shout out to Marilyn. And stop, Remy. Now Remy don't start until I get on here, y'all. I'm telling you, stop, Remy. I'm not playing. Oh, okay. So Player Co said he got some new music videos on the way. Closer to Philly. Okay, it's closer to Philly. Eric Jackson is in the house. I hope I didn't miss nobody. Cause child, when I be my chat be moving up real fast. When I miss somebody, I sure be Monica. Monica said Peter. Remy, just like a child, she don't start. She was laying over there being good, and when I got on here, she got up and started coming over here and trying to put her head up under my hand. She started trying to grab my hand for me to rub her head, and she see my hand on the mouse. She don't start until I get on here. Let's see. Letitia said, "Hey, Remy." And who else? It was hot, but I enjoyed myself. It was hot. Miss Lynn Smith, did I say Miss Lynn is in the house? Let's see. Okay. It's a lot of people as player Kosei popping out. Okay, you guys. Tonight I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've been doing some research for some hours uh on this subject tonight, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I gotta be honest. Before tonight, I had not listened. I had not. Hey, Hero Fix TV. I had never listened to Rondo Quando's music, right? So I had the opportunity to listen to some of Rondo Quando's music. That dude is blazing. Okay, because I was trying to figure all this out. Like, I started doing some research and looking at some stuff. And hello to all. That's popping out. I had the opportunity to. I was looking into what went on with Quando Rondo, King Von, and NBA YoungBoy. You know, and just within, y'all know I'm a little sentimental when it comes to like the younger people. I am. You know, that's just how I'm cut. I have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for young adults. Oh my God, Quando is hard. I mean, he is hard, hard. I was like, that boy is blazing. Like, he is a threat for real. So, because I was trying to make sense of a lot of this stuff, right? Everybody might have their own opinions. I know people be in the bushes and then they'll come over here and look at some stuff and then go back, or they'll sit up and get mad, you know, because I guess they feel like they have a better understanding, and they always have something to say. Don't watch kiss where I can't. Okay. I'm gonna speak it from from my understanding. See, people, you know, I don't know if there's mental illness around here, but you know, when people feel like they know something is supposed to, or they think they know something, they want you to see it from their perspective. I don't have mental illnesses, but I had the opportunity um to research some stuff tonight. I'm gonna tell you, this situation bothered me. It really bothered me. I was listening to Quando Rondo. Quando is a threat for real. And I could not understand what was really going on. I promise you I couldn't. And the first time, and I have to be honest, that I'd heard about NBA YoungBoy. I knew that, hey Miss Yam. I knew that what's up, Monica J? Did I say Monica J? Monica J is a moderator and a member. And so when his friend was killed the other day in LA, but the weird thing about it is it's been so much stuff going on as it relates to this, and nobody truly understands really why. And the beef was never with King Von and Quando Rondo, right? So when it's like that, it leads you to believe that it's something else that's going on that don't really even necessarily have nothing to do with Quando Rondo, other than Quando Rondo is a threat because he's hot. I'm telling you, that dude music is hot. I wish I could play it, but they'll strike me. But it started the other day. It started actually with King Von. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hold on. It started with King Von, right? Okay. Hold on one second.
The Georgia Bureau of
I want to show y'all this. And and then I'll explain it from you know, from my understanding and from what I've read, okay? What I've listened to, okay? But just listening to them, they were all hard. I'm telling you, hey Demon, she's a member and a moderator. They were all hard. King Von, um, NBA YoungBoy, but Quando Rondo, my God, that dude is blazing for real. But it all started from this, you guys, this beef. And I hate to see young adults. What I was saying about young adults, I have a soft spot. Some people, I don't know why anybody would feel a certain way about me having a soft spot for young adults. Because they don't have anything to do with me. Okay. But I do. And when I see these young dudes taking each other out and they're talented, they're supposed to be making money. It bothers me. It bothers me for real. Okay. Let me see.
Bureau of Investigation is called to give an independent review of a deadly shooting where an off-duty City of Atlanta police officer fired shots.
Well, it happened early this morning on Trinity Avenue, and tonight at least 3 people are dead. CBS 46's Barmel Lyons is live tonight near where it happened. Barmel?
Yeah, Rick and Sean, according to GBI, rapper King Von and his group were at Opium nightclub before making their way here to Monaco Hookah Lounge, then to the parking lot where chaos ensued.
It hurt us. It hurt us a lot. I cried. Some of my friends cried. He had a big influence on us, a really big influence.
26-year-old Devon Bennett, also known as rapper King Von.
He won't be back on the streets, he old. Everyone that he love, they gon' be gone.
Shot and killed after a deadly fight erupted in front of Monaco Hookah Lounge. 2 men approached King Von and his group in the parking lot, and an argument ensued. The argument quickly escalating to a shootout between the 2 groups. Rapper Maximilian says he was there when it all went down.
It was like a lot of chaos. You just heard the shots ring out. It was like rah rah. You know what I'm saying? There was a few people moving around, but at the same time, like with stuff like that, you're trying to get out the way because you're trying not to get hit.
Believe it or not, this all playing out right in front of 2 Atlanta police officers.
One of them was actually inside his patrol car or next to his patrol car with his blue lights on.
APD responding, attempting to stop the shooting, but it was too late.
It hit like the one officer that did respond. He tried to protect himself and stop what was going on. It didn't go like that. You feel me?
6 men shot, King Von and 2 others dead. 3 injured and being treated at the hospital.
On some real stuff, y'all just keep King Von alive, man. Don't let him die just because he dead don't mean he dead. Keep him alive. King Von to the end, y'all. King Von to the end.
The investigation on this shootout will continue. No officers were injured during this incident. According to GBI, this is the 82nd officer-involved shooting that they've been requested to investigate in 2020. In Atlanta, I'm Barmel Lyons, CBS 46 News.
Okay, you guys. That's where it started at with Rondo Quando and King Von, unfortunately. But even before that, yeah, long live King Von and rest in peace to King Von. We want to give our condolences to his family and all of that. Much respect, to King Von. I was listening to his music. He was hard too. He was hard. But just from what I could see, that the beef, and just from what I've read up on and was looking at today, the beef wasn't even with Quando Rondo and King Von. The beef started in about 2018. King Von was signed to Lil Durk, from my understanding, and the beef kind of started with NBA YoungBoy and King Von, and they said it wasn't even really a beef. They said King Von was very, outspoken, and he kind of took a shot at NBA YoungBoy, right? And they said that it was kind of like they felt like, it was probably like a marketing thing. King Von, Monica says Von and Durk are cousins. Oh, okay. So King Von, King Von and NBA YoungBoy had not had any issues before then. They said they felt like it was like a marketing thing. King Von kind of took a shot at NBA YoungBoy, but NBA YoungBoy did not respond. They said that King Von might have had an album or something coming out, and they think that it was just something to start a buzz, right? And it was like a cold war because NBA YoungBoy did not say anything, right? And then King Von was seen with NBA YoungBoy's baby mama later on, right? When he was seen with this baby mama, they said that supposedly NBA YoungBoy is kind of possessive over his baby mom, his kids' moms, regardless to what the situation was. He's kind of possessive over them. King Von was seen holding hands or kind of getting close with one of his baby's mothers. And that is what prompted NBA YoungBoy to respond. I mean, he went live and he did like a response. I don't know if it was directly or indirectly at King Von. And they said King Von was like, his response to that live was, I don't fight over women. I don't know if there was ever any songs or anything made after that, but they said it was like a Cold War. It wasn't even anything big, and it definitely had nothing, from my understanding, to do with Quando Rondo. Thank you, Prosperous Linus T. He went and got Von girl. Oh, so then NBA YoungBoy went and got Von's girl. So they was kind of messing with each other, right? And so I guess that's what prompted Von to say he don't fight over girls, I guess. It was really a bunch of crap. I'm sure it was to sell more albums. No blood was shed. It was not like they was consistently going at each other. It was like they was just kind of poking at each other. He got Asian doll. Okay. So I guess they started, he poked at NBA YoungBoy, then he was seen with NBA YoungBoy's girl, and then NBA YoungBoy went and started poking at him with his girl. So it seems like to me they was just kind of poking at each other, but still nothing serious. That's kind of what young men do. Women too, they'll poke at each other. Player Cole said a lot of diss records was made. Dead trolls. HR talking about Von. Dead was made. Dead trolls. HR talking about Von. What's up, T? This is a good lie, but I got to say Dolph Uncle named Vic. For y'all fake wannabe Dolph Uncle, sit down. It's people homeless because Dolph dead. Wow. So rest in peace, young Dolph said that wasn't Dolph's uncle. Player Co says he. Player Co said he. A lot of diss records made. Dead trolls. He talking about Von. Who was talking about Von? Hey, Reginald. Rest in peace, young Dog says my YouTube been hacked. Why I ain't been in here? I will be in and out. I'm on my way back to the city. Okay. Deborah says hello. Rest in peace, young dog. Hey, Miss Diane Bowens. What's up, everybody? And no, that's not Dolph's uncle. They doing anything for money. We already know that wasn't Dolph's uncle. Making Dolph real family look bad. Okay, so young boy. So the beef was never with Quando Rondo and King Von, right? The beef was never with them. So, I mean, and just looking at some of this stuff, it kind of broke my heart because I feel like it's something deeper going on, y'all. Okay. Okay, so Young Boy was making diss songs about Von. Okay. And I'm not saying that this should happen, but it does not seem like Young Boy is having any problems. Salute, Spike's mom. It's deeper than all that. Von wanted to fight Quando for a reason. Maybe he said something about Troy, and Von and Dirk are not cousins. Okay, so if he wanted to fight him for a reason, but we don't know, we don't know. You said maybe he said something about Troy, but we don't know if he said anything about Troy. So what I'm going to do is, because I had the opportunity to, because I looked for any interview where King Von was referencing Quando Rondo. I looked for any video. If anybody know of any video where King Von ever referenced a beef with Quando Rondo, let me know. Because I kind of like to dig at the root of the problem, because I really don't think it has a whole lot to do. I kind of think of I don't really, it's something weird, okay? And until I can figure it out, my antennas are up, because I don't really, I think it's something going on where with Quando Rondo is hot. So it was already established that what happened was not his fault. He said something about Von friend. Von said when he see Quando, he gonna slap him, and that's what he did. Okay. Now, so fast forward to the night that they was out there. So that's what happened. That's supposedly what happened. Maybe there was some words exchanged, because I couldn't find any situation where Quando Rondo and Von had been into it. I couldn't. So Player Coach just said that Quando Rondo has supposedly said something about Von's friend, and that was it. But according to Quando Rondo, him and Von were cool. Phenomenal Black Woman says, I believe King Von was killed because of NBA Youngboy. I don't know about that. Okay, so let me fast forward to that situation that happened that night. They said that King Von went at Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo was not out there for any issues or anything. Okay, Quando Rondo was not, because I'm trying to read y'all stuff and I'm trying to talk. And when I start reading y'all stuff, because it's a lot of stuff in the chat, I sure want to, because I want to read all the stuff in the chat. I might have been on IG Live where Von said he was going to beat Quando ass. Demon says, putting hands on Quando got him killed. Dudes don't throw hands anymore. Wayne says, that's why little Tim shot him over Quando. A little Miss Muffin says, rest in peace, Young Dolph. I thought his Uncle Vic was dead, or he got another Uncle Vic. Somebody told Von dude was up there. Von made the river go to that club. But I thought they said Von was in the car asleep. I thought they said Von was in the car asleep, and somebody told Von that Quando Rondo was up there, woke Von up out of his sleep, and Von jumped up, now allegedly, and ran at Quando Rondo. Now, because there's a lot of different stories out there. Am I close? Okay, because I'm getting ready to play. And I'm gonna tell you, I was looking at Quando Rondo's interview, and Quando Rondo, and everybody has established that he did not go for any trouble with Von, and he basically, he didn't go. T-Roy got killed. That was Von's best friend. So T-Roy got killed. That was Von's best. Okay. I think they set Von up, because I don't see how. Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to get at. Why would his people wake him up? It's to go to it. It's just, it's weird. Okay, so what I'm getting ready to do is, y'all know I'm getting ready. Yeah, Von was in the car sleeping, and someone from the camp told Quando was out there, and Von jumped out the car and ran up on him, fighting him. Okay. I think it was, Demon said she think it was a setup, because why would Von's people wake him up to do that? Isn't that kind of weird? Because I find it weird. Why would they wake him up out of his sleep? I've heard rumors that Von's people were not armed. They didn't know if Quando's people was armed or not. Why would they wake him up? There was a off-duty police officer out there shooting. That's just kind of weird. Why would you wake him up to and instigate something I would guess it had to have been instigated, and it seems to me none of them was armed. You know what I mean? It's just it's weird. And everyone that got killed were Von's people. That was so weird to me. Okay, right. So I want to show you all. Okay, so Quando Rondo had spoke about the situation with um Von, because now some people have been saying they think Von's people set him up. I don't know, but just from reading in a lot of the comments, a lot of people was saying in the comments that I was reading, but I don't know enough about it to say that allegedly they feel that Von's people set him up themselves, and that's why they're going so hard on Quando Rondo, because allegedly some of Von's people wanted him out of the way, and they got to try to make themselves look good by going at Quando Rondo. But let me see. Von friend Slutty died, and another dude got hit. Hold on, y'all. I want to show y'all the video that Quando Rondo did with Angela Yee. Okay, they were supposed to.
So let's back up, because I know you and Dirk was cool. Obviously, he was on, he was on your album, and y'all was cool, and you was cool with Von. So that night when you was in the parking lot, what led up to you even being in the parking lots? I know you was sleeping in the car.
Man, this shit so crazy, like.
And that's Quando talking to Angela Yee, explaining the situation.
Man, from my understanding, like, not trying to, I don't want nobody to think I'm chasing clout, bringing their name up and stuff, but
Right.
at the end of the day, man, I'm like, it ain't about no clout. Like, I got, man, like when people be saying, like, people chasing clout and stuff, how, man, like, a nigga rich, like, man, I don't care about no clout. Like, I got 3 million followers, like I ain't tripping about no clout. What do I need clout for?
Mm-hmm.
But from my understanding, man, it was a love. I had a relationship with the big bro. Not want to say his name.
Mm-hmm.
Not, you feel me? You know what I'm talking
Yeah, it
about,
was
the
cool.
dude that was on my album.
Okay.
Like, it was all love with us from my understanding.
I've heard you say positive things about him.
You feel me?
As an artist, and y'all hung out.
Man, listen, dude, even when it came down to doing music, like, in the rap game, like, I didn't even had, like, my own people tell me, like, oh, it's this much for a feature. Like, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? But I'm not about to pay for no feature and nothing like that, you feel me? So, ain't no pressure, because it's business. It's like the streets. If I sell weed, I'm not about to give you a pound of weed for free,
right,
even if we homeboys. So, I looked at it like, all right, bet, I ain't mad at nothing about it, but I guess this how I go. Dude never charged me for a feature, none of that, knowing he could have. Mm-hmm. Like, I looked at it, I'm like, this the big bro. Like, big bro, a legend. Like, this how all the young rappers coming up in the game looking at him like, nigga, been listening to him since I've been 12. You feel me? So, from my understanding, it's all love. So, check this out. I walk to the car. I tell my brother, I say, this is my exact words. I say, it's this amount to park right here. You feel me? I said, I'm not going in the club. I said, little boy, go in there, find you a little female or whatever, cuz. I'm like, you got 15 minutes, cuz. And I'm dipping. We about to go to the house. You feel me? My little brother's so thirsty, like, boy, there's an assholes out here. I got the new Cartier watch, this and that. He just wanna, you feel me? You feel me? He just got out of prison. He just wanna have fun. Hold on, bro. He just wanna have fun. You feel me? So shit, I tell him that. My brother said, this is his exact words, nothing more, nothing less. Cross my heart, hope to die. You feel me? He like, little bro, little Tim tell me, little bro, I'm not about to let you go in no club. He be like, no, little bro, I'm not about to let you sit in no car and go to sleep.
Okay, so now he's talking about what Lil Tim has said to him as it relates to him wanting to sit out there outside the club and go to sleep in the car.
Right, by yourself.
You feel me? I'm about to sit in and roll up. You feel me? I'm like, all right, bet. You feel me? Now I'm about to walk off and go stand by the other individual that I came with. I'm going to stand by his car. You feel me? Till they part. Until they park. You feel me? As soon as they park right here, because we're going to park right next to this car. Because this is a $250,000 car. You feel me? I'm going to stand right here till they get right here. You feel me? As soon as they do that, I'm going to get in the back seat. I'm going to go to sleep. You feel me? I'm with my day one, my main man.
Right.
I could do this. Like, you feel me? One thing about it, he going to protect me with anything, which anybody should do.
Right. And everybody knows you there right now because people were taking pictures with you.
Come on, man. You feel me? Boom, bam. Boom, bam. I walk from the car. I turn around to walk up. I see a group of people coming. In my mind, I'm just thinking regular in reality, like you would think. I'm about to let these people walk past me. I'm not about to try to go through these people or nothing like that. Because I know, like, in the Hollywood world, I don't want, like, I'm thinking it's some regular individuals. If I would have just tried to walk through them, they would have been like, that nigga Quando Rondo think he this, he think he that, he think he a big dog. He tried to walk through us, and you feel me? So I'm letting this group come by. Next thing you know, a nigga hit me. You feel me? Boom, bam. Man, like, I lie to you not, man. I lie to you not. Like, it's like I had an out of...
Okay. He was talking about what happened, basically when he was there. He said that, the next thing he know, when he was walking back to his car, somebody walked up to him and hit him, and it's like he had an out of body experience. He said he had never had an issue with King Von. He had never had an issue with King Von. So let me play the other. He talks about the song that he did. I guess this song was supposedly an issue, the end of story, and he talked about actually why he did the end of story and what he meant, what the end of story meant. Hold on.
Do you feel like people, now there's a stigma around you where some people are like, I'm not sure what's going to happen with Quando Rondo, so because of the situation that happened November 6th?
The way that I'm living, the way that my family members and my homeboys living, we've been in this tight situation. This situation, like, you feel me, ain't no bigger than what's going on everywhere else in the world. Where you from?
Brooklyn.
They killing in Brooklyn. They killing in Chicago. They killing in Savannah. They killing in Atlanta. They killing that war. Everybody killing. That's just what come with life. So this situation ain't no bigger than what I've been going on.
Now, I did want to make sure that you had an opportunity to talk about what happened, because we heard you speak on it in your music and the story. We heard Soul Reaper.
All right, check this out, man.
And so I just want to walk through what really happened that night.
All right, we're going to start it off right here. Nothing more, nothing less, being brutally honest. The song End of Story when I made that song, in the story, I would like, and I could call somebody right now. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call my big brother Kiwan. This is what I want to do, just to prove. Like, and this is the God honest truth, literally. This is my personal big brother. Like, I got his name tatted and all.
Okay.
Hey, big bro. Um, I'm sitting right here with Angela Yee. Y'all doing a little Breakfast Club interview or whatever. I just was telling her like God on his truth, bit, bro. Like on Ralphie Grave, he was there when I made the song. I made it at his house. You feel me? Tell her when I made End of Story, bit, bro. When I named that song, that what was the reason to naming it that? You feel me?
Right.
Me saying end of story, like this just the end of the story. I seen. You feel me? I had no intentions of, to be honest with you, ma'am, like, I never knew bro even had 3-4 different songs called Crazy Stories. Like, I knew about the one, but, like, I never knew about, you know how this rap shit is, like, I do music. I don't pay attention to other people's music like that, man.
Okay, so and the story wasn't supposed to be a play on Crazy Stories.
It was just supposed to be like this the end
Last
of
time
discussion.
I'm talking about it, I'm going to say it this one time in this song, and that's it.
Okay, y'all. People can say whatever they want to say, and everybody can have their own thoughts. Okay? But I don't believe, just with how the young man has been pleading his case, I don't think that he didn't go out there for any issues, and I definitely don't believe that he wanted King Von to die. I don't believe that. King Von walked up on him and hit him, and I'm not saying that what happened should have happened. I'm not saying that, because I wish King Von would not have lost his life. He was a great talent. He was a young man. He had children. Okay, I wish the situation would not have happened, but this young man has been pleading his case. I can hear the humility in his voice. It seems to me that it's something else that's going on. The reason that they're consistently trying to kill this young man, I was looking at his music, because from what I've been reading and stuff, there has been constant attempts on his life. So it's something bigger. King Von was killed, unfortunately, in 2020. That situation happened. I hate that it happened. He ran up on him. If it had been the other way around, King Von's people would have did the same thing to Quando Rondo. Y'all know how it is out in the streets. Okay? I just don't believe that he intended for any of this to happen. I just don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't know why King Von's people would wake him up and instigate that. And I guess they didn't have any weapons. You know, why would you do that? If they, I can't, I don't understand it. Okay. Okay. So y'all know I ran up on an interview Boosie did as it relates to this whole situation with King Von and with King Von and hold on, y'all. And Quando Rondo, right? Maybe the trolling came after people kept coming for him at Snoozy Cakes. Um, he's now involved in a dangerous game regardless, even within the set. It's obvious that the young man did not want that situation to happen. I'm pissed off at King Von's people for even waking King Von up and instigating that. At what point do we start holding these hanger-ons accountable for always starting altercations? Okay. At what point do we do that? We don't, you know what I mean? It's like we need to start holding them accountable too, because that never should have been instigated. King Von was in his car asleep. Why did his people wake him up to go to a fight? Okay. Why did they do that? So at what point do we start telling a lot of these young rappers to be extremely meticulous about the people that they have around them? Because it seems like to me a lot of times when these situations happen, it's because of the hanger-ons that's around them that's instigating the situation. Okay. Michelle said his manager was the one that woke him up. His damn manager will wake him up to go to a fight. His manager woke his artist up to go to a fight. That don't even sound right. We got to start put the responsibility, y'all, where it's due. I hate that happened. God up in heavens knows I do. And I don't even know King Von. Okay? I don't know it. I don't know him. But the people around him should not have done that. I'm not wrong, Benjamin. I'm right. That never should have happened, Benjamin. They got to stop the people around them. They got to start making better choices about the people around them. Okay, it was Quando that was sleeping in the car. I thought they said King Von was asleep in the car, and King Von's people woke him up and told him that Quando was out there. Okay. So Benjamin, they're saying Von was asleep. Do you know your facts? You told me to know my facts. They're saying Von was asleep. So Benjamin, do you know the facts? Okay. Street Flame says Von wasn't in his right mindset. I don't give a damn who was asleep. It never should have happened. Okay. If your people are going to instigate, and it's been many of people to say Von was asleep. Even before I even read it, I've heard people say Von was asleep, and Von's people woke him up and told him that Quando Rondo was out there. It never should have damn happened. Okay. So I want to play what Boosie said. Okay. And I'm going to say this too, y'all. Don't come here trolling because I'm going to block you. Okay. So I'm watching the trolls closely. If you come here trolling, you're going to get blocked. because this is a serious situation to me.
King Von passed away 1 year ago today. You know, did you guys ever spend any time together?
Nah, I met King Von right before he died.
Oh, you did?
Like a couple days before he died. Like couple days before he died. It was my second time seeing him though. But I chopped it up with him in sex.
Yeah, man. One of the big tragedies out there, because you're cool with Quando Rondo. He was in your film,
right?
And you look at that whole situation. I feel like because King Von had so many fans and King Von was like the bigger artist at the time, that I think it kind of fucked up Quando Rondo's momentum at the time. I feel like Quando is not where he was before the whole situation happened.
Right.
What's your take on that?
I feel like cause he turned down. That's why I probably feel like he turned down. I feel like he was, if after it would have happened, if he was more rowdy like King Von and talking shit, and if he wasn't trying to explain and all that, if he was just, he probably would have shot up. That's how I go with gangster shit. You can't, when you curl, people kind of look down on you when you curl. I think if he was more like off the date, like fuck it, if he was just like trolling, and if he was trolling and shit, like I think he would have been more up than down. That's how I feel about it. But he was trying to explain and all that, gangsters, even gangsters who you surround, even gangsters, who you come up with, even anybody, they don't, especially here, they don't want you to explain it, It's like that, you stand up. I ain't no explaining, ain't no, that's how it is where we at. You either stand on that or you don't.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Listen, I think Quando Rondo is talented.
Man, Quando Rondo hard, man. That nigga.
Yeah.
Man, he just going through a little situation right now. When you go through situations, people look over your fucking music. That's just how they look over your fucking music. That nigga still making good ass music. Man, like, bro, like when you get in certain situations, people look over your music, bro. And that's what the world came with social media.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, it's a fucked up situation. And honestly, Quando didn't do anything wrong at the end of the day. I mean, he was technically the victim in that situation. If you really think about it, like he was attacked, and his homie, little Tim, protected him, but look what happened in the process. King Von is dead. This dude Slutty, one of King Von's people, got killed as well by the police. Track, his manager, got shot in the leg. People's career has been derailed. Von had kids and kids on the way.
Career derailed. I just think, he going through some shit right now. I think he can shake back,
I agree.
But it's just a whole, how that situation just brought a whole lot of turmoil, bro, Shit just crazy, shit just crazy.
Okay, so according to Boosie, and Magnamex, thank you for the super sticker. According to Boosie, he felt like Rondo Quando should not have responded. If Rondo Quando had not responded and had not tried to back down, it wouldn't be, that's what I picked up on. They wouldn't be coming at him like they're coming at him. But here's the thing, there's nothing wrong. I think that's the problem. To me, there's nothing wrong, and this is just me. With the young man said he didn't want that to happen. He didn't want anything to happen to Dirk. He didn't hate him to the point that he wanted to see something happen to him. What's wrong with him trying to explain that situation if he felt bad, if he hate that happened, because he didn't go there for that? Okay? He didn't go there for that. He didn't even know that was going to happen. He said he was in shock that Von ran up on him like that. As a matter of fact, he said he just saw some people coming towards him. He didn't really even know what was going on. Samuel said Dirk backdoored Von for real, for real. Everybody's saying 1-2 shots. I saw the video. I counted 6. It's a popular nightclub. That's how. Okay. Catalea says, or can you see what I'm posting too? I can see you, Catalea. Hold on. Demon says, working on getting rid of co-defendants in the ATL case. Hella bands got killed. Bezu locked up. I could see her post, Monica. I saw her when she first came in. David Lewis says what's that? The 13 were self-defense, but when Vaughn was on the ground, he shot 3 more times in the back. Clearly, that was attempted murder. Was Vaughn shot 3 more times in the back? Benjamin Grimes Monaco isn't a popular nightclub. It's a that's where they go goofy. Quando Rondo and NBA YoungBoy got S Live, got S Real Live Demon in the flesh. And his name is Dirk. It's sad to say, but it's real. Hold on, y'all. And Benjamin, is it true that was 21 Savage People Club? All I'm saying is, wait a minute now. Come on now, don't. I don't want, because I think Von was from O Block, and I don't want King Von to be disrespected. King Von is no longer here. I don't want King Von to be disrespected. But I also want to, I decided to do this show, especially with looking at what I looked into. It bothers me that I feel like that the young man was not I'm talking about Quando Rondo was not the aggressor. And I think he has expressed his empathy for King Von, and he did not want that to happen. That's why I can't understand while all of this other stuff is still going on. I'm getting ready to play the other video. Cause see, this shit got to stop. That's a talented young man. He didn't want that to happen. He didn't shoot him. He had people with him that I guess they thought they was protecting him. Okay. If it had been the other way around, King Von's people would have did the same thing. That's why I say the guns and stuff got to be put down. And then I feel like it's something deeper. It's something weird that's going on. I don't want anything to happen to Quando. He's a little boy playing a man's game, and he's not a victim. He mocked Von's death so many times afterwards. Is there any proof? Is there any video where he actually mocked Von's death? Because I looked, maybe I overlooked. I spent about 3 hours tonight, and I'm serious. And I never do research like this unless I'm working on a case. I spent about 3 hours tonight looking for stuff on this because I wanted to make sure before I got on here and said anything about, because all I could see was Quando Rondo saying from the very start that he had never wanted that to happen. I looked for beef between Quando Rondo and Von on the internet. Y'all know the internet have everything on it. Hell, these folks try to capitalize off of everything. I didn't see it. Did I overlook it? I saw where they said there was a cold beef between NBA Youngboy and King Von. And they said it was cold. And then they started poking at each other. Street beefs do not end once death comes out. It was 4 defendants on the ATL robbery and attempted murder case. 2 are dead and 1 is locked up. Yeah, long live King Von. Von was wrong for hitting Rondo, but Lil Tim was wrong for shooting Von 3 times in the back. Dirk sacrificed Von. Snooz's Cake said they may have taken him down. Yeah, the first video he dropped when it first happened. He just said that song was not made to diss Von. Now that's what he said. He explained the song. Okay, Catalina, I'm gonna see what's going on. Tiny says yes, he did. Miss T, he was rolling around on the floor. Shan, I think so. It was on IG when Lil Tim got out of jail. When Von, who told Von they over there because he went straight for him. Okay. The song called Gangsters, he dissed Von there. In the video where him and his boy had on blue jackets, that's the song. He told him to pick their man up. He been dissing Von. You can't fake an autopsy, especially it being on camera. Look at the Nipsey case. It looked like he was hit 6 times, but he was hit 12. There was no sacrificing in this case. Quando and Tim dissed Von after his death. Are y'all sure that Quando and dissed, because he said he's never dissed Von? Okay. Because I know people get in here and say stuff, but now I did not see it. Von was hit 6 times. I'm gonna tell y'all what bothers me, okay? Quando was full of ish in the interview with Angela Yee. His actions are different from the words he spoke. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so fast forward to a few days ago. As y'all know, I don't like this violence. And like I said, why did um King Von's people, okay, let's see. If he was not talking about Von, then he was talking to Dirk. Hold on, y'all. So fast forward, okay. It's so much information. Let me see. To
For three people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath. Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. Three people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
Can I get some space, please?
It ended at Santa Monica Boulevard. Deputies found it peppered with bullet holes and a shattered window. One man inside, a member of Rondo's entourage, had been shot. A 23-year-old was taken to the hospital where he died. A scene left with remnants of the fight, shoes left in the street, doors flung open. The suspects still on the run. We still don't know what spurred it all, but LAPD says it started at a gas pump.
Victim vehicle, they pulled up, they were pumping gas, and it looks like they probably finished pumping gas, and the suspects approached from the alley, got out of the car, and started shooting at those victims.
Investigators are still trying to piece together details, but they're looking for a white four-door sedan with suspects wearing dark clothing.
Police helicopters overhead, so we knew something was up.
People in the neighborhood shocked by the news.
Disappointed. There have been a lot of incidents in the past couple of years. It does seem that things have been happening more often on Melrose, between Fairfax and Melrose and around here.
According to TMZ, Rondo was not in.
Okay, y'all. Quando had just left the airport, right? The driver picked them up. They stopped at the gas station. I guess am I right about that? They said some people were in the alley. How did they know they was going to stop at that gas station? They came from the alley and started shooting. How did they know that was going to happen? I don't know. I see something bigger than a beef. I could be wrong, but I just kind of see something because they didn't have their situation was not big enough for anything. It was not, because the beef was not even with Quando and Von. The beef was with Von and NBA Youngboy. Okay. And they said even then that wasn't really a beef. It was a cold beef. They were just kind of poking at each other. Okay. That's what it seems like to me, Q Reezy. That it was a setup. Quando Rondo got shot. That was hit, a warning shot. He was up there dissing who. That was trailing the SUV from the airport. Right. They say he had just left the airport. He had just gotten there. So they in the alley. How did they know what time that his plane was going to arrive? How did they know that they was going to stop at that gas station? Um, how did they know that? It's always known when someone comes into town. It's always known when someone comes into town, but it's not always known the time that they're going to arrive, right? You have to have inside knowledge of, when somebody's plane is going to arrive. He got too many arrows at his head, just like a lot of them do. Quando needs to find Jesus. I hope nothing happens to him. Demon says she thinks that it's either GPS or air tags. Letitia said a driver is fishy. Right. Because if they had a driver, why did then if he's a driver, he's got a professional driving service. How come he had a damn car filled up already? You don't stop at no damn gas station with your people in the car. You do that before they get in the car. I mean, that's what I would think. You don't stop at a gas station when your clients are in the car. If you're a professional driving service, you already have your stuff filled up. Okay? And you don't make no stops with your clients unless they ask you to. I believe so, Santeria. I do. That's kind of what I believe. For Von people to wake him up, you don't ever and I don't know if it was his manager, but I've heard people say that it was. I don't know, but why would his manager wake up somebody that he's managing to start a beef? You don't do that. If people can forget about all of the dissing back and forth on records that happened before, because I don't know about any diss that happened after. All of that poking they was doing at each other, evidently it was not big enough because, I don't think Von would have wanted to kill Rondo. I don't think he did. And it's obvious that Rondo did not want this situation to happen to Von. I'm trying to figure out why Von's people wake him up to go fight. Why would they do that? Because that would have to be understood for me to digest anything else. Because it's obvious Rondo did not instigate that. He did not go there for that. No numbers on the back of their truck. It was a regular rental. One of his homeboys leaked his soon-to-be location. It was a bag involved last time. Check one, check two. Demon. Cadillac. Let's see. Q Reezy says, I believe they agreed to link at the set location. Santeria, it was a inside hit. Charlene Williams says, David Lewis facts. It be like 7 of my main real people with me. Okay. Quando should have stuck to being a funny guy with a cool personality because he talked ish. But I do believe he regretted, but he still played a part. I don't wish back. I don't think Quando played a part in King Von's death. That's kind of what I keep getting at. I don't think he played a part in his death. I think that was something that happened that everybody wish had not happened, to include the people that were involved. Now, I don't know anything about Von's autopsy. Was he shot 3 times in the back? Is that true? Is it a fact that after Von was shot, he was shot 3 more times in the back? I was wondering if Monica can see my comment now. I don't know if Monica is still in here. He says it's not hard to get a drop if you spend the money. The beef was to get Von knocked off. Quando needs to leave the rap game and move to another country. Quando needs to get with his record label and get paid. I think he needs paid security. I definitely believe that, you guys. I think he needs paid security. I agree with that. Y'all, please hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Okay, if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Um, it's 104 people. Yes, y'all, get it up to at least 100 likes. We only got 72 likes in here. Once Vaughn and Smirk were orders to stay away from each other, that was the start of the end because Smirk knew how to keep Vaughn from saying incriminating stuff. Quando didn't have nothing to do with Vaughn getting killed, and it wasn't a hit. Vaughn was the aggressor in the physical altercation and got shot in the process. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't think Quando had anything to do with it either, and that's why I can't understand why some of these other rappers are not stepping up. Of course, they wouldn't step up. Quando is a hot rapper. It's almost like they want to see what is happening happen. Why aren't some of these older rappers stepping in? If Dirk has, it's alleged that Dirk, somebody got a bag on his head. I don't know if that is true. Then until this is resolved, and if this is going on, because that was not a situation that it's not like he targeted King Von. Whoever it is that is doing these murders, and if some of these rappers know about it needs to, somebody needs to step in, and I'm serious. And if it if it is true, we have to stop supporting these rappers that are putting bags on top of these young men's head. This young man has been basically pleading his point. He has basically been pleading his case. He did not want this to happen. Okay? He didn't want this to happen. Damn, all that poking that they was doing at each other before all this happened. All of this stuff that's going on, I hate that happened to King Von. King Von's people should not have done that. It goes to show that a lot of these hanger-ons, they will they will instigate stuff. Why in the hell would they wake him up to go fight? It don't make no sense. I can't wrap my psyche around. I don't know if his manager did that, but I can't wrap my mind around a manager sending his talent, an artist that he manages, to something, a fight. Because if he had not been shot, and I hate that happened, Lord knows I do, he could have went to jail. Why would he be involved in his person, or even those people around him, in commotion? That's constantly what I'm getting at, right? Because we'll talk about everything. We'll talk about the poking. We'll talk about the beef. Let's talk about these motherfuckers that's starting this stuff. Okay? Let's talk about that, because it's a lot of people that these artists don't need around them. Okay? Because they like to instigate stuff to secure their position. And a lot of times, and I'm not saying this happened in King Von's situation, but a lot of times they'll instigate stuff to set them up for something to happen to them. Okay. So if Quando and Von was having, some words, I don't know, before all of this happened, I don't know. But all I know is even with words, people still should not die. And if it's an unfortunate thing where this happened, and I do hate that it happened, because according to Quando, he didn't even really know what was going on. Maybe his people was innocently trying to protect him. They didn't know who Von was, according to what he said. But he said he did not want that to happen. And then Boosie stood up and said, well, he should not have backed down. Well, he's a 20-something-year-old young man. And I wouldn't care if nobody said, well, there she go talking about they young again. Kiss my ass. These are young kids. And when people don't have kids and they sit up and they want to instigate stuff, they couldn't give a damn about these young dudes killing each other. It is obvious that he did not want Von dead. I agree with you, Misunderstood. Why didn't the manager stop the fight or tell him, no, I'm not going to let you go and fight? Is he woke him up to instigate it? It seems like if that's what happened. Okay. I don't trust her. I watched the video of him and Von in court. Von was trying to talk to Dirk and he ignored him. It's something going on that's weird, and people cannot wrap. It could be because I am an investigator in real life, and so I kind of look at stuff deeper. And it was obvious that young man did not want that to happen. It's something else that's going on that's deeper. Okay, I don't give a damn what nobody say. Okay, everybody can have their own opinion, but I'm telling y'all, it's something deeper that's going on. I hate that happened to Von, but I don't really. I kind of think that Quando Rondo it's something weird going on, and I just think that it's Quando Rondo is caught up in a casualty or something. I don't know. But the young man has said he didn't want that to happen. Hold on, I want to play something else, you guys. Um, hold on. Hold on, y'all.
What's up, YouTube? Appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And Quando Rondo ended up posting him biting his, homie's shoulder, and basically, a lot of people reposted it, and it just got a lot of, attention. And basically, 600 Breezy ended up, commenting under it, and he ended up saying some stuff, and then that's when NBA Herman ended up responding on it, and then you didn't hear none of it until Quando Rondo finally responded, and he ended up trying to, bite his homie's shoulder again, and then he ended up, saying something about 600 Breezy, and he ended up saying, how about, I talk about your dead homie. But I'm gonna play the video, but I just ask y'all, just to let me know your opinions on the whole situation in the comment section below.
Nigga, ear off and chew it. Facts. Just like this. My brother, I seen the bitch nigga comment under my shit talking about what he said. What he said, LG, QCBT, Quando. I should have said, all you dead homies, such and such. That's what you do. Nah, I ain't getting loud, nigga. Let me take it.
Okay. Now let me just say this. Let me just say this. Now, did y'all hear? Were y'all able to hear what I just played? I agree with you, Monica. That's what I think. The OGs are jealous, so they kind of, a lot of them just kind of sit back and let the younger people go at each other and take each other out. They be wanting that to happen. They feel like if all them did, maybe we can get our asses up with no breath and on stage and old and can barely walk and sell some music. Okay, so they want that to happen. Okay, now 600 Beezy, is his name 600 Beezy? He made a comment at Quando. Now people saying that Quando said something about 600 Beezy dead people or whatever. Now he should not have said that, but 600 Beezy went at him first, right? He said something to him. He called him gay or something. He did. So I think he hit below the belt, and I guess he tried to hit below the belt. You know, hey, it's okay. I don't be wanting to get started. People already try to say that I be biased because just with doing my research today, because I kind of want to make my mind up about something. It be made up. I don't think that he wanted to kill King Von. I think he felt bad about that situation. Okay, 600 Breezy talked about him first. And he hit below the belt. It seemed like to me, he said, I should have said your dead homie or something. And I'm not excusing him because he's younger, but it seemed like to me he tried to hit below the belt too. So they kind of took that and blew it up. I wish sometimes these kids just wouldn't say anything because evidently with him going at him first and calling him gay, you know, um, he was hitting below the belt. He wanted him to say something back to him. Seems like me 600 Breezy seems like he's quite a bit older than Quando Rondo. He ain't got nothing better to do but to mess with a bunch of young men. Shit. Let me see. Let me see. 600 Breezy as 31 years old. Um, how old is Quando now? 31 and 23. He almost got 10 years on him. He set up and called the boy gay. Okay. Uh, I don't think he wanted Von dead, but he did. Hold on. I don't think he wanted Von died, but he did it for NBA YoungBoy. But I don't understand how people say he did it for NBA YoungBoy. The young man was not there to fight with Von. He was not there to fight with Von. He didn't start it. It seems to me whoever woke Von up and instigated that started it in Von's camp. And now they're bloodthirsty. They trying to keep this shit going. Ain't nobody trying to put no lid on it. The young man been waved the white flag a long time ago. They poke at him, he say something else, and they go, he trolling. Me personally, I think they trying to find a reason to kill him. And for a bigger reason. I don't know why. I listened to Dima said she think it was a setup. I listened to Quando Rondo's music. Quando Rondo was hard. Do some people want him out the way? Because, like I said, it's obvious that he didn't kill King Von. Okay? How come ain't nobody mad at whoever woke King Von up and send him to fight. How come ain't nobody mad at that person? Wait a minute, they said the mods can't see each other. It's wait a minute. Shit. They're saying the mods can't see each other, but I can see all the mods. Let's see. Letitia says, I always say the age group of. Now, I don't see Monica anymore. Is Monica J still in here? I see Hakia. I see Dima. I see. Hello. Okay, now I don't see Monica. Okay, she said Monica is here. Okay. Um, okay. How come I don't see? Okay, she here. Okay, so we see them, but they can't see each other. Call big facts, because that age group mixing the older people going instigate and treat you as such is bigger than what y'all think. I think so too. Because as I always say now, y'all, and as I was saying before, I just started learning about these young men, but just listening to Rondo to Quando, and I don't know why I want to call him Rondo Quando, but it's Quando Rondo from the very beginning. And looking at him the other day, now this stuff has got to stop. This shit got to stop. Now they're taking because they want to. I think they want to take the young man out. And so they're finding any way, yellow 600 Beezy or whatever his name, his old ass ought to stop. Now he's 31 years old. He's still a lot younger than me, but why would he be starting poking at somebody about 10 years younger than him? And then because he hit below the belt, they want to blow that up. Leedy, don't he have something better to do than to be trying to argue with a bunch of damn young men? Hell, like my grandma used to say, when these older folks would be trying to start with these younger folks, my grandma used to say, you need to go get you a damn date. Because you ain't got nothing better to do. You need a date. 600 BZ ain't no bad looking man. He ought to be trying to do something better than troll with some of these young boys. Okay. I don't think Monica was ever out. I constantly saw Monica. Demon says 600 BZ is a internet gangster. Okay. Let's see. Monica said I was blocked for a few minutes. Monica, I don't think you were blocked because when I went back up, I could still see where you had posted. Okay. For those of you all that are just coming into the room, y'all please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. But definitely hit the like button, y'all. I would appreciate that so much. Um David Lewis says, thinking back, if Orlando Anderson was smart, instead of retaliation, he could have sued Tupac and DR for 50 million and made them settle because he was on video and out on bond fighting. Um, just checking to make sure you all see each other because we can see y'all. Okay, because I know I can see everybody. A lot of these dudes are dying because of the disrespect to King Von. Monica said, please videos with more engagement. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. Y'all, please hit the like button. Okay. Y'all, please hit the like button. But y'all, like I said, I wanted to talk about this mainly because, like I said, I spent about 3 hours just doing some research on it. And even though I know there are people that have a difference of opinion as it relates to this situation, just from looking at Quando Rondo's videos, and I mean, this was even after King Von was killed. That young man did not want that to happen, and he did not want. He didn't. He said he looked up to Dirk and King Von, so he didn't want that to happen. And he said that he had never. Okay, he said that he had never had any beef. Okay, with any of them. He said he had never had any beef with any of them. Okay. So, me personally, I don't think, okay, that he wanted that to happen. Okay. I don't think he wanted that to happen. I think, with them consistently going at the young man, even when he pleaded his case, and for Boosie to be an OG in the game and then sit up and say, "Well, I think they're going at him because he was backing down," and things of that nature, that kind of bothers me. That kind of bothers me. Okay, that kind of bothers me a lot. The fact that Boosie, um, set up and said that if he had not backed down, that maybe they would not be going to him like that instead of some of these OGs stepping in. Especially, I don't know. You know, in the back 3 times after he was already down. I don't know if that happened. I don't know. Can anybody confirm that? You know, um, but I don't know if it did happen, but it shouldn't have happened if he was already shot and then shot in the back 3 times after he was on the ground. But I don't think that Rondo wanted King Von dead. What they should have did was all of them should have. First of all, Von's people should have never woke him up to send him to a beef. That never should have happened. And then with all of them being around, especially if those young men didn't have beef with each other, okay, they should have separated them. Why didn't they separate them from fighting? She said you could watch the video. So is the video up? So is there a video up of what happened that night? Because all I saw was, let's see. Thank you, Player Code, for the $5 super sticker. Somebody says that the video of what happened that night is up. Can somebody tell me where I can go and get that video at? Because I would like to put it up. They said it's been going on for 3 years. Why hasn't any of the OGs stepped in to try to stop this? The young man has said several times, I didn't want for that to happen. It's obvious that he did not want for that to happen. Now the rumor is that there's a bag on top of Rondo's head, on top of Quando's head. Why aren't some of these older OGs stepping in to stop these beefs and stop these young men from killing each other? It is like somebody said earlier, they kind of want them to kill each other out. They feel like they'll have 10 or 15 more damn years. I'm telling you, it bothered me to hear him saying, I didn't want that to happen to bruh. I didn't, the song, that I did, it was not at bruh or whatever. I sincerely believe him. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I believe him. Everybody can believe what they want to, but I don't believe that he wanted to kill King Von. I don't believe that he wanted that to happen at all. How come, God damn it, they ain't putting $1 million on the bag heads of the niggas who woke him up and send him to that? Okay. So I got a problem with that. I got a problem with these young men using the money. I don't give a damn who it is, that the community, the Black community, has helped them to amass to consistently cause genocide within the Black community. Because when you putting bags on top of people's heads and you're taking out their families and things that make nature, the motherfuckers wouldn't have the money. I'm getting pissed off too. They would not have the money, okay, if the Black community did not support them. So you take that money, as I always say, and you use it to commit genocide in your own communities. I don't give a damn if it's coming from Dirk or anybody. Don't support his ass. If Dirk is putting bags on top of people's heads like they say he is, I wouldn't care who it's coming from. We don't support people that, that's causing all these issues in the Black communities, especially taking out other Black men and women. Rondo didn't he didn't want that to happen. Okay? Rondo didn't want that shit to happen. He didn't go there for that to happen. Who woke Von up? I'm mad at whoever woke him up. He was asleep. Who woke him up and sent him to a fight? Because this is the type of stuff that we need to be talking about, y'all. About these hanger-ons that instigate these artists and instigate this shit, and it ultimately ends the life of these artists. They could very well be setting them up themselves. That's the type of stuff that we need to be consistently talking about. Telling these artists and kind of talking about these hanger-ons that keep all of this commotion going. Okay? It's pissing me off. Especially when you see a 22, 23-year-old boy that has been saying, all I was doing was walking to my car. I looked up to bruh. I ain't want that to happen to him. I believe him. So now it leads me to believe I don't give a damn what nobody think. Why are they constantly going for blood? And they know that the young man didn't do this on purpose. Okay? They know that he didn't do this on purpose. So did somebody set, I keep hearing people say, well, somebody else within King Von's camp set him up. Did somebody else set him up and now they want to take Quando out or Quando Rondo out because they got to try to make themselves look good? It ain't got a damn thing to do with him. That boy didn't kill King Von and he didn't want to kill him. So it goes back to, they're saying it's $1 million on his head. The young boy's friend was killed. They shooting all in the car. Somebody set him up, try to take him out. They end up taking his friend out. Now they got challenges all over damn YouTube and all over social media where they're doing challenges talking about how he was screaming because I guess you're supposed to be so barbaric. You're supposed to be so barbaric that you ain't even supposed to give a damn about your friends dying. How could you even be trolling that? And folks should not even be allowing their kids to see shit like that. And they should be striking at every page, whoever put it out. Any artist that share it on their page, that artist, we need to stop supporting them. Because they teaching our kids how to be barbaric. Quando Rondo did not try to kill King Von. He didn't. As a matter of fact, he didn't shoot him. It's an unfortunate situation. I wish it had not happened because King Von was talented. They say King Von was helping to put a lot of the dudes around him in position. They say he was really helping his hood, helping the dudes that was around him in his hood. Why the fuck would they wake him up to send him to a fight? They didn't think no more of him than that. Okay. What's OTF? I don't know what that is. Y'all have to help me with these words. I don't know these new words. What's OTF? Okay. I don't know abbreviated stuff. My kids do, I don't. Catalina says last time and leaving. Huh? Let's see. Rondo was there already. Only the family. Okay. Okay, that's Dirk's label. Y'all know I don't know anything about this abbreviated stuff. Okay. Von took his first check and put the hood on. Okay? And that's the type of stuff that pisses me off. If he took his first check and put the hood on, why would they wake him up and send him to a fight? You're supposed to always protect. You're supposed to be protecting that, especially if you're around. If you're not around, it ain't nothing you could do about it. But they ultimately woke him up and sent him to that commotion. Why? Why did they do that? And so that's what that's what I mean when I'm consistently talking about, you guys, you know, um that we have to and if it ever happens, he definitely ain't supposed to be crying, man. So he ain't supposed to be crying about his homie getting killed. Okay? Yeah, but respectfully though, slimy as it get though, it's not for you or I to say how it's supposed to be though, because we don't write the rules. I think our community, and I don't know what race you are, but I'm speaking for the black community, and I'm sure you black. I think our community is becoming too barbaric. At what point do it stop? You don't. I cry when people that I love something happened to them. Hell, they don't have to be people that I know. And sometimes I've shed tears because it was just too heinous in nature. At what point do it stop? Do we hold the people? Do we hold the people responsible that woke King Von up and instigated that? Do we hold them responsible? Slimy as it gets, do we hold the people responsible that woke King Von up and instigated that fight? I want to know what you think about that. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to know. I had to see where your head was. Um, okay, we hold them responsible. That's all I wanted to know. Once people you love die, it would never end, especially when the people that killed your loved one trolling on the internet. I have not seen where he was trolling on the internet. I didn't see it. Did y'all see him trolling on the internet, or is that just something that y'all saying, or y'all felt like he was trolling? Did he say King Von? Because I got to be honest, it be a lot of shit out on the internet, and folks don't be telling damn lies. They'll pin a lie on you in a minute, and then people run with that because people believe a lie before they believe the truth. Well, I don't look. I'm just gonna say this because see, I'm getting upset. This shit got to stop, and it's a goddamn shame when you have old niggas that sit up and let this shit go on and instigate this stuff. At what point do the black men step in and say all this bloodshed and got to stop? Okay. At what point do the black men step in and say this bloodshed got to stop with these young dudes because they got a talent, goddamn it? I want to know when the black men gonna open their damn mouth and say something because they supposed to be leading the damn community. Okay? When do the black men open their goddamn mouth and lead the community and start intercepting this shit? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody got nothing to say about that. Nobody even. I just got through. Is anybody gonna say something? It's plenty of black men on here. And Harold, that's because Harold, and I hear what you're saying. That's because it's going to take more than you. If one person try and do it, and I agree with you, Harold. If one person try to do it, then they, they will try to overpower one person. I hear what you're saying. But I'm gonna tell you who do have the ear. These people like Dirk and Boosie and Gotti, they took Dolph out. He had the ear. He could have had the ear too. They got rid of him because they didn't want him teaching financial freedom. Okay. So all of these rappers, they got the ear of the youth, of these younger men. Okay. So then that means if that's the way that they are in the streets, that means that it needs to start at home. I've been saying that too, though. It needs to start at home. But at what point, though? Because it's a lot of people. If you listen to the young man's story, Rondo's story, he talked about how bad his childhood was. And now this young man is hot. He's got a means and a way to make money and to create generational wealth for himself. And we just gonna let these folks talk about they putting bags on folks' head with money that we've helped them to, and the riches we've helped them to amass and attain, and we're gonna let them destroy our community. We're gonna sit up and talk about a damn beef. Okay. OGs in every hood need to get together and distinguish the beefs that's going on. Young wild jits with money don't have any guidance. That don't sell records. Beef killing, guns, and women sell records. I know, and I'm gonna say something about that too, because y'all know I'm gonna say something. I know the men be getting mad at me when I say something on my page. Not y'all, but I'm talking about these niggas that I ain't never even seen before had a nerve to be sending me damn emails talking about what I got to say on my page. Harold says, I'm a man of God. God can use me like he used Moses, Martin Luther King Jr. We as people don't honor the plain brothers of. I agree with you, Harold. I agree with you. Okay, Slimy. Okay. Thank you. All right. Player Code says, where is that comment that Player Code made? Player Code says, it don't sell records. Beef, killing, guns, and women sell records. See, that's what I wanted to touch on. Okay. So what we have to do, that's why I say it has to start at home, right? If parents start back taking control of their children and not allowing them to buy these streams and things of that nature, if we did not support these records where it's beef and killing, they would change the language. They would start rapping about other stuff. They rap more about money or something like that. You can still make good music without rapping about all kinds of killing and beef and stuff. And then that's the reason why a lot of these labels and stuff instigate this shit. This young man's life, they're playing with this young man's life, I think, to sell more records. That's what I think. That's the reason why I say whoever talking about putting a bag on his head, the motherfucker don't need to. But it's up to us. Should never sell another record. We send his ass bankrupt. That's how we teach people that they don't take no money that we help them to attain and then turn around and destroy the same community that has helped them. So then they talk about women. I want to touch on that. I'm going to tell y'all something, black men. Okay? Okay? They like to, make records dissing black women, talking bad about black women, abusing black women, and things of that nature. And that's the reason why a lot of these black men can't have no luck, because of their disdain for black women, because of how they no other community sell records by talking bad about their women. Then they had a damn nerve to get mad when a woman go marry a white man. Okay. And I think I've spoken about that one time before. And I just don't feel like preaching tonight. I don't feel like the preaching tonight. Okay? Where I get into how a lot of these rappers, it's like they cannot get deals unless they are in beefs, unless they are degrading black women, unless they're talking about killing and destroying their very own community. And then the record head got the damn nerve to go accept an award or stand up with a glass of wine and thank God. God ain't got a goddamn thing to do with that. And you're promoting destruction in your very own community. Okay? God don't have nothing to do with that. And I cuss when I talk about that because I feel strongly. I think about Rondo. Rondo is very talented. King Von was talented. I wish King Von's people had not woke him up and instigated that. I wish that Tim had not shot him. I wish that had not happened. Rondo has shown deep regret. The young man, Boosie, say they going at him because he should not have said nothing about it. He should have just stood strong and not, I guess, express no regret. Any damn human express regret if they didn't want that to happen. That's what human beings do. Okay. He blocked. Y'all, please hit the like button. But I felt very strongly about this tonight because, like I said, just listening to that young man, you have rappers who don't express any regret. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on just for 1 second. I'm trying to find something. know why they come in here and drop lyrics about straight drop. I guess they think it's getting on our nerves. We don't give a damn about that. We just block them and keep going. But I guess that stuff is getting old. Um, but then with mentally ill people, stuff don't get old. They just have to. Let me keep quiet. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, please hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Let me see how many likes we got, you guys. Y'all, I need 10 more likes to make it 100 likes. So if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. That helps the video to circulate. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. I'm trying to get up to 100 likes. I need 9 more likes. Okay? Y'all, please hit the like button. I need 5 more likes to make it 100. I need some more. Come on, y'all. I need some more. We almost there. We always want to keep the video in the algorithm. Come on, we need a few more. Right. Even the people in the bushes. Come on, y'all. We only need a few more and we'll have it. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Come on, y'all. We need a couple more. Okay. Y'all, tonight I feel like was a pretty good show. Like I said, it bothers me that I see a young man who has had a hard life, and I'm sure Vaughn did too, you know, and he he said he looked up to him. He said he never had any issues with him, and he did not want that to happen. And I don't believe that the young man wanted that to happen. I don't believe that he wanted it to happen, you guys. I don't. Okay. So, like I said, to hear one of the OGs in the game, Boosie, say, "Well, I think because he backed down, that's why they're messing with him." This stuff should not be going on. Where this young man obviously has had a bad life. He talked about his life. As a matter of fact, let me let y'all hear where Quando Rondo talked about his life. It's really a short video, but this stuff has got to stop. And I hate that this happened to Vaughn. And I send my condolences to his family and stuff. Rest in peace to King Vaughn. But Quando Rondo didn't go there to do that to him. Hold on. Here it is.
Now shit get hot. So come with it.
And I got one more other thing I want to say, and that I know y'all didn't have no beef
at all.
And you had just was talking to him.
You talking about King Von?
Yeah. So I mean, that's it. The fact that it wasn't no smoke.
At all.
And hearing your story, kind of tell us how you came up, because I don't think people. This is what happens. People really think that when you are an artist, that you just woke up and you were successful. They don't understand.
Good night, Harold. Have a good night.
With your family, with your mother, and
Harold, I miss seeing you in here.
Protect the brand. When the brand get protected, everybody want to be mad. This would come with
Harold,
it.
we miss seeing you in here.
And that I know y'all didn't have no beef
at all.
And you had just was talking to him.
Come on.
Yeah. So I mean, that's it. The fact that it wasn't no smoke
at all.
And hearing your story, kind of tell us how you came up, because I don't think people. This is what happens. People really think that when you are an artist, that you just woke up and you were successful. They don't understand where you came from, your struggle with your family, with your mother, and all that, and coming up living with your grandmother. A lot of people don't know that.
See, Deborah, one thing about me, like, I ain't really got no shame, like, to tell my story, because I don't care. You feel me? Everything don't be glitter and gold. Even once you're successful, everything ain't good. Really, nothing good.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Period. Not even the money, because what come with all this stuff, it ain't no happiness. You feel me? But like, I really grew up way worse than anybody will ever think. Like, my mama been she got her life together now, and I love my mama, not talking bad about her or nothing, but she would come right in and talk about it like, I was born a crack baby. You feel me? Like, my mama smoked crack, like, till probably I was like, probably about 15. You feel me? And I've been in and out juvenile my life, and before that, I was adopted, because when I was little, my mama and daddy had a little fight or whatever like that. I can't really tell you what happened, because I ain't 1 year old. I don't know what happened. When I was little, I used to take stories and run with it and just tell people. But now that I'm grown, I know that I don't really know what happened. But all I know is I got burned. I still got the burn on my leg to this day, from like my upper hip to my knee. You feel me? I had a big burn, like big old burn on my leg. Looked like somebody. It's from an iron that you iron clothes with. And, back in the days, the irons was a little bit bigger, like in 2001 and stuff. And it looked like somebody just set an iron on me, like they was abusing me, which it wasn't that. You feel me? But I had got adopted, and I've been in and out of foster homes, you feel me, all my life. Like, all my life. Until I was about, you feel me, about 7, 8. Then I got adopted, and me and my blood brother, they kept us together, you feel me? But I always had this mindset, like I always had my own mind, like, man, I ain't listening to this. Like, I don't listen. I always knew that wasn't my people.
Right.
You feel me? So I didn't really have the listen in me to listen to them. So I always went out and did my own thing. You feel me? That when I got with hood. You feel me? Stuff like that. That was my people. You feel me? Then I felt like this my foes.
Yeah,
you feel me? And I got a couple of them with me right now, like who I was in the streets with and stuff. I've been in and out of juvenile and stuff like that. Like, I really got, man, if you really knew my full situation, like, I probably do a lot of bad, dumb stuff, and y'all, like, I probably say a lot of dumb stuff, and a lot of people probably see me on the internet, but that ain't nothing to judge nobody off of. You feel me? Because everybody do stuff in their life. You feel me? But if somebody really knew where I came from, they'll really have more understanding. You feel me?
But that's what it is too, man. Because people got to get to know you. Like, people need to know your story. They need to understand that you're a person. You know what I mean? Like, you really came from a struggle. You came from a struggle harder than what I came from. So I can feel that.
Okay, y'all, because when I saw that, that touched me. It did. It definitely, touched me. He's already had a hard life, and to see to hear him say from the very start that he did not want that to happen. It damn all that stuff that they was dissing each other in the beginning. They said it was a cold war. It actually started with NBA YoungBoy and King Von, and they said it wasn't even no war. They was just poking at each other. They were just kind of poking at each other. Okay, and they had been said they felt like it was just a something for Von to get a buzz because Von had never had a situation with NBA YoungBoy. He just kind of threw shots at him, and then this happens, and now it's a lot of bloodshed. Even though um, I kind of believe it goes deeper than Rondo, but I don't believe Rondo was involved with wanting to just actively wanting to see something happen to King Von. I don't believe that. And what I can't understand now is why the old heads are not stepping in. See, Rondo is a threat. Rondo is hot. Quando Rondo is hot. I don't know if y'all haven't listened to his music, y'all need to listen to it. Okay? Okay? So, y'all, that's what I'm passionate about this. This has to stop. You could tell that this young man is, when you saw him screaming like that, his friend dying. And for what? Because they want to be in the rap game, because, you know, uh, people feel like these young men lives are not life is nothing now. Life is nothing. And then I think a lot of this stuff continues to happen because we don't hold the people responsible that should be held responsible, y'all. Like I said, I'm not blaming Von's people 100%, but what I'm saying is, how come these young men are not being taught, or how come these people around them feel like that they need to create chaos? Von never should have been woken up out of his sleep to go and fight Quando Rondo. That never should have even happened. Why would they be wanting to? Von was blowing up and he was rising. He was doing really good. He was helping to put his people on. Why would his people instigate a beef? They were supposed to be making sure that he stayed out of any type of commotion that could have gotten him hurt. But instead, they instigated. Okay. So, you guys, that's why I decided to do a video on this, because I'm tired of this stuff. I'm tired of these young men losing their lives, and this young man has already had a hard life, and I'm sure King Von had a hard life too. And he did not intend for this to happen, and ain't nobody trying to step in. Okay, I don't see anybody trying to step in to make this situation, at least to try to mediate it. Okay. Rest in peace, Young Dog says, Pre lost a young dude tonight. Please pray for Fizzle. Yeah, y'all, please pray for Jay Fizzle. They say the Pre lost a guy tonight. Oh my God, that's sad to know. Yeah, all of these murders and stuff got to stop. This stuff is just, it's too much. I don't believe, you know, I wouldn't doubt that they, somebody wanted Von knocked off. I do believe that, Santeria, but I don't believe it was Quando. I don't believe Quando wanted Von knocked off. Somebody wanted him knocked off, but I don't believe it was Quando. Okay, Quando ain't did nothing to himself. Okay, J Ski, I don't know how you feel like he did it to himself. He didn't do it to himself. He didn't go there to do that to King Von, and you know that. He didn't go there to do that to King Von. So Jay Ski, do you blame him more than you blame the people that he wasn't even the person that had the weapon. So what are you talking about? I know what you're saying. I don't think he played a part in his death. I don't think he went there for that at all. I think some people probably want us to believe that. Whoever really wanted him dead. Quando didn't have no reason to want King Von dead. So I don't really know what these people are talking about. Okay. Huh? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Hold on for a minute, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Um, let's see. Not to mention that Vaughn was the one that initiated the fight. Yes, they did use him as bait for Vaughn to get out the car and swing first. It was all a setup. Well, now that's believable, but I don't believe Quando wanted to have anything to do with that. No, Quando did not want Vaughn to die. I do not believe that. Okay. When Quando said out his own mouth he didn't know Vaughn and had smoke with him, he still played a part. He didn't. Okay. Okay. Vaughn, it was Quando day one that killed Vaughn. Y'all looking too deep. Vaughn was a demon. Vaughn did do dirt, but it's either killed or be killed. Tambora says, who do I believe one of Vaughn gone? I don't know, but It might have, usually it might have been somebody around him. I think Quando has been pleading his case, and it's funny to them that this young man is pleading and not wanting for them to take his life, because he actually feels like that it has something to do with King Von, when it's something more sadistic. Quando didn't want King Von dead. He had nothing to gain for King Von being dead. Now these niggas act like they stupid. And I'm not talking about y'all. I'm just saying. Okay, thank you for coming on, Hakia. Thank you. Have a good night. J-Ski, I didn't say that. I don't know who it was. I just know Quando didn't have anything to gain. He already said he didn't go there. And then for an OG to sit up and say they trying to kill him because he has in other words expressed his deep condolences and regret. Hell, if he didn't want the damn boy dead, why wouldn't he express how he hate that had happened? That's what any human being would do. What I can't understand is why they consistently keep coming at the boy, and they know he did not go there for that, nor what was it his intentions for that to happen. And they ain't mad at whoever broke him up and instigated that. That's all I'm saying. So Vaughn was living in Atlanta. Mm. Centeria says yes, he was going to be bigger than Dirk. Dirk didn't like that, so he got Von knocked off. I don't know if that happened either. I don't know. He was soon after. At the time of his death, he lived there. Okay, so at the time of his death, he was already living there. He put out back door. He put out back door. Not even long before Von died. That song was for Von. I don't know about that. People always saying stuff. He say it wasn't. That's what he say. I have to believe what he say. I mean, I'm not in his mind. He say it wasn't. I don't know. For some reason, I think the young man is being set up. That's what I think. I think that Quando is being set up. Quando's music is blazing. Quando could really be a top star. It's something going on that ain't right. And I think people are kind of grazing right over it. I done preached until I'm blue in the face. I done got tired. I ain't even got to preach in me no more. Unless I get my second win. But it's something that's going on that goes deeper than Quando. You know? Yeah, Quando bumping. It's something that's going on that goes deeper than Quando. And I hate that they insisted on taking this young boy's life I think, to try to cover for themselves or try to cover for the people who really wanted Von out of here. But I don't know who wanted him out of here, but it wasn't Quando. So, I mean, those are the lengths that people go to. They will mess over a person and take them out. And just because everybody's looking at Quando to try to make themselves look innocent, they'll go and start putting bags all on top of folks' heads. Okay. It's just something that's artificial about what's going on, and they playing with this young man's life. They playing with his livelihood and his life. For them to snatch his livelihood, that's some hate anyways. I think they're jealous of this young man. And then whoever really wanted Dirk out of here, they playing with Quando's life to try to make it seem like that Quando had a reason to want King Von gone. That's not true. It's deeper than that. It's some people playing some deadly shit, and I'm just praying against it in the name of Jesus, because a lot of these people too demonic to even be alive. God, you do something to them. You have to put them in the hands of the Lord, because this young boy has already had hard living, and for them to be accusing him of something that he did not want to go on, and then ultimately steady playing games to include trying to insisting on taking his life. And then you got black folks with they dumb ignorant asses. A lot of our people would do anything for $1. It's a bag on his head. They shooting everybody to try to get some damn money. That's why I say it's got to be a change within our culture. We got to stop supporting these damn folks that's doing this type of shit. What, maybe he was supposed to be performing or something. I don't know. You know, we can't tell people what to be. She said, Santeria said, why was he there in the first place? I think Quando about 23. So he was probably there, and I don't mean no harm. He might have been there because he was grown. You know, maybe he didn't have no show. He said that his brother had just got out of jail and he wanted a woman or some other. I don't know. Quando not elevating as an artist, because anytime he get his show booked, Dirk buys all the tickets and he ends having to cancel the show. Dirk is bleeding him out slowly. Okay, so Dirk is the problem. So it ain't got nothing to do with King Von. Quando is a hard artist, and you know, so Dirk is the problem. And why is people supporting Dirk? Because see, Dirk represents a problem where people where you have terrorists in our community. He's bullying the boy. Allegedly, he's got bags on top of his head. Dirk wouldn't have a goddamn dime if the black folks wasn't supporting him. So he's committing genocide in our community. Why are we supporting him? Okay. Santeria, he wasn't there to do that. Now I don't know why you keep saying that. He was not there to kill King Von. Now I hate that happened to King Von. Rest in peace to King Von. King Von seemed like, I was looking at King Von with his son or one of his children. King Von seemed like he really rocked with his child, and he had a happy-go-lucky personality. I hate that happened. But why would King Von's people wake him up and instigate that? Because more people love Von than they love Quando. That's why. Because if Dirk buys all the tickets, Quando will still get paid, even if the venue is empty. Okay, so Quando is not making any money. Get up here, Remy. Come on here, stop. I don't. How they do in Chicago? Tell me. I've never lived. I've never lived in Chicago, so tell me what they do. Dirk is mad at Quando. They all played a part in Von's death. Why, if they all played a part in his death, why would Dirk be mad at Quando? If they all played a part in his death, why would he be mad at him? That don't sound right. How was Quando supposed to know that Von was going to hop out the whip and start hitting him? The young man explained what happened. He didn't have nothing to do with it. That's the reason why he's still out. There was no foul play in that. Okay. Why you think someone went to woke Von up? Quando was there for a reason. Oh Lord. Hmm. So if they felt okay, so if they felt like Quando was there to do something to Dirk, in which I don't believe, why would his people wake him up and send him to it? That's all I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying about that. Y'all, please hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Okay? All right, y'all. Let's see, we've been on 2.5 hours. Let's see. That truck couldn't pull off. Let's see. Let's see. That truck couldn't pull off until the manager passed him the keys. It looked that way to oh, oh Lord. We don't know if that was happening out there, y'all. We say that Dirk buy all the tickets. Okay. If Dirk buys all the tickets, then Quando will still get paid, y'all. He will still get paid. So I don't know if that's happening. I know him being out there in LA, somebody set him up. Brenda says, Yo Gotti brought out Lil Durk at a show. I think people not showing up for Quando's show due to safety reasons. I know I wouldn't be in the attendance. And Dirk don't buy all the tickets to sell out the show. He buys enough tickets so nobody else would show up to avoid being caught in the crossfire. Oh, Lord. They said Big U probably did. Lord have mercy. Y'all not understanding. Lord have mercy. um, he definitely got set up in LA. My question is with what the hell was he doing in Cali when he was dissing the Hoovers? Do y'all have proof that he was dissing the Hoovers? There was only one show. There have not been any more shows booked since the show where 75 people attended. When Dirk bought those tickets, where did the money go? In Quando pocket? I'm talking about the LA incident. Every venue he has tried to book has declined. There's Dirk. They said Dirk ain't buying out no damn tickets. He can't get no venue booked. They say he can't get no venue booked. Yeah, he can't get no venue booked. So that's not true about Lil Durk buying all the tickets out. What they're saying is they're stopping this young man from they blackballed him from making money. And I think that's one thing they want to do. They want to handicap him because he's a threat. Okay. They know he had nothing. They know that incident with King Von that situation with King Von, he didn't want to kill King Von. He didn't go there for that. He didn't have anything to do with that. So why are they attempting to take this young man's life? As a matter of fact, who is it that's trying to take his life? Okay. Who is it that's trying to take his life? Okay. So we got to think about stuff like that. Okay, y'all. Let's see. Monica said that was years ago when he dissed the Hoovers. Somebody manipulated. Santeria said somebody manipulated Von's timeline. It wasn't his time to die. Misunderstood said, I did think they lied to Quando about what was going to happen that night. Of course, he wasn't able to get a venue booked once all the club promoters figuring that that's on him, the heat that's on him as the news got bigger. They didn't put this. Monica said they didn't put Quando with every set that there is. I, I misunderstood. Yes, I do. Okay, Monica. I'm gonna be getting off in a few minutes, anyways. But y'all, this is. I really want to talk about this because, like I said, I kind of believe that Quando Rondo is a threat because his music is hot. It's obvious that Quando Rondo did not want to take King Von out. I don't. If he did, I don't think. I think the young man might have been quiet. I don't think he would have been, pleading his case, trying to let it be known that he did not want that to happen. He had no reason to. He had nothing to gain by wanting to see King Von taken out. You know, Yeah, his music hot, J Ski. His music hot now. His music is hot now. He is. He's a good rapper. Okay. Like I said, rest in peace to King Von, Rest in love. I'll say that. RIL. Let's rest in love to King Von. And um I hope all of this stuff can be um I hope there can be some peace as it relates to this. Because me personally, I blame more so the people that um I more so blame the people who instigated this, because what they did was they got King Von's life taken. And I'm serious, because I don't think those dudes said they didn't even know that it was King Von in them. They didn't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But I don't believe that Quando went there for that to happen. I think the young man is saying it with all sincerity. And for there to be consistent attempts on his life, that's barbaric. That's crazy. But I think it goes deeper than this. I think it goes deeper, meaning somebody wants Quando out the way. I don't know who it is, just like somebody wanted King Von out the way. Okay. Had it been the other way around, I think King Von's people would have did the same thing. I think if Quando's people had been going at King Von, I think King Von's people would have did the exact same thing. Okay. So, anyways, you guys, like I said, we've been on here almost 3 hours, child. And I think that, like I said, I had the opportunity, and of course, I was not biased at all as it relates to the King Von, because, like I said, I didn't have. I really I hate that happened to King Von. It was, I really wish that that had not happened. I wish they had not instigated that with King Von. I really do. I don't think King Von and Rondo really had no beef. Quando Rondo really had any beef. I don't. And the mere fact that these old crusty Negroes is not stepping in to try and stop this shit, because a lot of this stuff can be intercepted. And the young man is basically begging for his life. He's basically begging. He is. Yeah, I want to play with 600 Beezy said. Okay, I want to play with 600 Beezy. I got to play this. They probably jealous of Quando Rondo. Shit. Quando Rondo need to get around some spirit-filled people that can pray these demons back up on the damn rock. Okay? Hold on 1 second.
Quando Rondo. How did the whole beef with him originally start?
I mean, shit, he the reason shit Vaughn ain't here no more in my ass, so that's just what it is.
Okay. Well, did you have a problem with him before the whole King Von situation, or no? Okay. Okay, so let me ask you this. So you and King Von, how close were you?
Yeah, so like before all the rap shit, we like this already. Like we in the streets, we brothers. So like shit, that's a loss. That's a loss for me. Just like LA or anybody else, especially for what he came to be and what he's doing for his people. shit's just a loss, you know. So just some shit that's personal.
Yeah, I mean, King Von, I felt was like the hottest new street rapper
100%.
at the time. Like the amount of energy he had, and like the amount of people that were fucking with him, and the music and the cosigns. Like, you can't really name anyone else that was on the trajectory that he was on.
He's real street nigga, so they respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't for fake to somebody that sat down for murders and beat him, so he lost years of his life in jail. You know what I'm saying? And came home from that shit like that and just turned his life up. You know, so gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. He's one of them niggas.
When you heard the news of him passing away, how did it affect you?
I ain't gonna lie, I was on the internet doing dumb shit because I was already down south. So it was just like, shit, as soon as I heard he got shot, you know, I didn't know he died. So I was already in Mississippi. Shit, I was on my way to, what the fuck is that in Baton Rouge? Because I thought that's where Quando was from. So then I'm right there. So I'm like, fuck it. Like, fuck all this rap shit, fuck everything. Fuck it. We finna just go, you know? But I was moving stupid. So, you know, I had to really think about what I was doing and shit. I was moving dumb on the internet and shit. Talking too much, doing too much. Like, so at that point, if I wanted to do some shit, I couldn't because shit, I already made myself hot.
Well, you and Memo 600 went to Quando's hometown of Savannah.
Savannah.
And actually, did you guys film a music video, or?
He filmed the video. I was just, he filmed the video. I'm just supporting that's my brother from 600. So you want to go slide on these niggas? Shit, we outside.
I mean, in retrospect, do you see the recklessness of that particular
100%. That's why I didn't never do shit, and that's why I feel bad, because I already done made myself. If anything was to happen, the feds already had me at a pedestal like this. Like, oh yeah, he just drove down here and showed it to us. So as soon as a shot get fired, somebody get shot, go get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, these niggas in Savannah, if somebody gets shot in their hood, go get them. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, niggas was moving stupid. Like, I can admit that. Like, niggas was moving the wrong way. Like, you hear me? So I'm glad ain't shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, niggas would have been in jail. Because they was moving off emotions. We moving off emotions. We just lost. Shit, he's an outstanding member to us. Fuck all that rap shit. Bond meant something else different to us, other than what the world will never know. You know what I'm saying? So we moving off emotions. We just doing internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we on the pull up because we went to, who the fuck goes to Savannah, Georgia? Never heard of that place, never. But well, of course, them niggas from there, let's go.
It's something about him. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see.
Got some guns and later one who he had an issue. It was unnecessary.
100%.
You know, and we talked about sort of the similarities with the way King Von died to the way that Tupac died. A lot of people compare the situation to how Tupac died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have a guy that ran up on someone who he had an issue with, started punching him, and shortly afterwards, he ends up getting killed. I mean, do you think that's a fair comparison or no?
Bro, it's past fair. It's kind of crazy, right? Like, It's the same scenario.
And, you know, at a very basic level, it was unnecessary.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? It was like King Von was unfortunately the aggressor in that particular situation. You know what I mean? Now, yes, other things led up to it. I know him and Quando was going back and forth, and, you know, there's the NBA Youngboy thing, and I think there was a girl involved, you know, Youngboy's baby mother, I mean, whatever. All that shit really is just not that.
Yeah, man, it wasn't worth it.
It's not really about nothing. Like, no one lost their lives, no one lost a bunch of money, no one got seriously hurt leading up to it.
But
ultimately,
Bond looked at it like, whatever problem he had with Quando, he like, I'm just gonna beat his ass real quick. Because he could have got anybody around him. This is King Von we talking about. He could have had a nigga he don't know. Like, yeah, shoot them niggas, do something to them niggas, hurt them niggas. It had to have been something personal between them two to where, like, I'm finna put my hands on this nigga and knock him out. You know what I'm saying? And he was whooping that boy ass. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, he had niggas with him that was on point on some street shit, how they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the same shit would have happened. If it was Von, niggas swing on Von, niggas gonna start shooting. Because they ain't gonna be in their mind like, oh, it's a brawl. He's gonna start shooting. So it's just like it's a fucked up situation. Bond tried to handle it like a real he tried to handle it the man way, I would say, but the streets don't respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the same way the Tupac situation.
Yeah.
Tupac handled it like a man. He went in and punched the dude first solo.
But Tupac, they jumped that nigga. They didn't jump
jumped him.
Quando. That was
You're right.
You can video.
Well, right, but Tupac didn't. He went solo first. Everyone else joined in afterwards.
Yeah,
right. You're right. You know, I mean, because this story I know inside and out. Like, Pac just flew off and just ran at him by himself. Then afterwards, everyone came. But, you know, if that was a one-on-one fight, you know, it could have been a one-on-one fight. But then, you know, in the same situation, these guys didn't want to take that loss. They went and got some guns. And later that night, you know, Pac lost his life. And we lost arguably the greatest rapper of all time. You know, and it was sad the way it happened.
Like with Bond's situation was sad as shit because it's like, it's on camera. That shit, like this ain't, people can't make up the story of what happened. They see what happened. So it's like, damn, like, so some people looking at it like, damn, you as King Von, why would you even do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? But nobody knows. He's a real street nigga at heart. So nobody knows what Quando did, said, or whatever to make him be like, I'm finna punch this nigga. Like, he didn't want to kill him. He like, I'm about to punch this nigga. So it had to been something other personal that went on besides that. 'Cause, you know, they done been seen around each other and shit like that. You know, little clips or whatever. But nobody know what happened. But shit, them niggas was fighting and his men started shooting. So, and this shit all on camera. So it's like, it ain't made up. It's right there. This is what happened. So, like, that dude from the probably, like, you don't really get self-defense on not helping yourself. He helped hit somebody else. So people looking at it like, oh, he gonna get self-defense or whatever. That nigga just threw his life away too for your mans. And he ain't gonna give a fuck about you when you in there. Like, he should have got out the car punching. Should have got out the car punching. If it's a fight, he should got out the car punching, you feel me? But he felt like that's what he's supposed to do for his homie. Like, on some street shit, that's what go on. But, like, shit, that nigga threw his life away with that shit. So we just like how shit happen in the streets. Two parents lose their kids because one go to jail and one gone.
Yeah, I mean, there's no winners. Yeah, King Von is dead. He had multiple children and I think children on the way.
Yeah, and a fucking millionaire. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest artists ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he probably in his mind, he was probably thinking of that and like, that's why I ain't gonna shoot the nigga. I'm gonna just fight him real quick. But he got a dirty nigga with him that's just like, fuck that. Like,
so you moved out of Chicago completely.
Okay, so y'all hear that? He didn't, y'all. I found a video. I found the video. It's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. Oh, it is very disturbing. Just looking at that video of what happened that night. I happened to find it. That young man didn't want that to happen to Von. Oh my God. I hate I looked at it. It's got me bothered. It's got me bothered. All I know is for some reason they are insisting on taking Quando Rondo's life. Quando had nothing to do with that. And the young man is basically begging and pleading for his life because he didn't want that to happen. I think it's a bigger picture. It's something that we're overlooking. He had nothing to gain. He didn't want that to happen. Quando didn't have anything to gain. So now, because Quando Rondo is hot, they blocked him from making a living. And they're consistently trying to take his life. It's something wrong with that, y'all. We're overlooking a bigger picture. It's something wrong. And Quando, they're not going to stop, because whoever wanted Von dead, whoever really wanted him dead, they really going to try their best until they get Quando out of here. To try, to them, that's covering their tracks. Like they really spinning for their dude. When hell, Quando didn't want him dead anyways. How come they ain't spending on whoever woke him up and instigated that? Because that's the problem. It's something wrong with this whole picture. And to constantly see a 23-year-old man begging and pleading and for boosting them goddamn asses to say, well, maybe if he had not tried to plead his case and he backed down, why wouldn't he? He didn't want that boy to die. I was just looking at that. When he saw that Von was hit, he tried to pick Von up. He tried to pick him up, and then Von's people went over there and started hitting him. He didn't want that to happen. Oh my God. There was no beef between those dudes. Did somebody at that point put a bug in Von's ear and manipulate him? The boy said he was in shock that Von was even hitting him, because they had not had no problems. Okay. Anyway, y'all, like I said, this stuff, it's got to stop. I'm not gonna play that video of King Von being out there, because it really bothered me. Let me see something. Y'all, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. Yeah, this is the video what happened out there that night. Okay, that's King Von out there in the street. And I think the young man was just shooting. I don't think once King Von fell down, he started shooting him again. So that's not true. Look at how they handling King Von. Hell, they was slinging him around his people. You're not supposed to do a block. Okay. I can't look at okay. They saying this another video from when Vaughn first got out the car. Wow. Y'all, this is crazy. Yeah, I heard of his challenge, and I think it's pathetic that a challenge like that is going around. It won't be shared on my channel, and that's helping these kids to become more barbaric. The young man was heard about his friend being killed and just slaughtered like he was nothing, that was a human being. So I don't agree with that challenge at all, and I don't think that any responsible parents should be allowing their children to either mimic or look at that if they can control it, because it's teaching our youth how to be more barbaric. But what do a lot of these kids have to look up to? The adults is just as worse. They're the ones that's instigating this shit. God gonna have to take a lot of them out. Sometimes it takes for God to kill a whole generation of people. Just take a whole lot of them out of here for a whole generation to be, set free. I feel bad for Quando too because he's begging for his life. And it's something deeper that's going on with that Quando situation. Quando didn't have a goddamn thing to do with this as far as Dirk's situation. But they want to take Quando out for a reason, and somebody took Dirk out because whoever woke him up is the reason he gone. Okay. Why would they instigate that? It's something weird going on. I just don't know what it is. But Quando is a casualty. They got to make themselves look good by taking Quando out. It's something weird is going on. Okay. All right, you guys. We've been on here 3 hours. I'm tired. I got to get up early in the morning because I got a case I got to go out on. But this has been a good show. Um, I think it was a good show. I didn't get tired out by cussing and preaching. I think we had the opportunity. I let everybody express their opinions. I do appreciate everybody's opinions. I just, when people start talking about a lot of crazy shit, I can't rock with that. My nerves and stuff is my nerves is bad. Okay. So what I know people say, well, she don't be wanting for us to, state our opinion. I think I try to be as good as I can with letting people state their opinion because everybody grown, but a lot of crazy stuff I can't deal with. I have to go ahead and block you because my nerves start getting real bad. And let's see, Republican, that's that I'm aware of, but why do you insist that this is the case? Wait a minute. Okay. Tim, that's why when we were kids coming up, some of our parents didn't always let us watch a lot of violent movies. Absolutely. Social media has been nothing but demonic forces. I'm telling you, it is working on a generation of people, you guys. It's sad. But you guys, I have enjoyed the chat tonight. I'm really happy. I really appreciate the people who stuck in here with me. I do. I appreciate you guys so much. Um, I was getting ready to say something else about these trolls and these hackers coming here, but I'm not gonna say anything about that. But, I want to say, I really appreciate you guys. I talked about this tonight because looking at Rondo, looking at his videos, and he has expressed remorse from the very beginning. Whoever woke Little Von up, or Big Von, what was his name? King Von, I'm sorry. Whoever woke King Von up is the issue. See, we don't talk about the roots of problems. About a lot of these young men, King Von was an up and coming star. Now I hadn't heard about his music until he passed, and it's unfortunate. I went and listened to some of his stuff. He had a lot of energy. I went and looked at some of his interviews. King Von had a lot of energy. He was an energetic person. So I can imagine how some of his shows was. I bet he rocked them out. And I saw that even with his child had the same type of energy that the daddy had, because I was seeing them rocking in the car. Okay, so he was a very energetic person. It's a damn shame that he had people. They say he have to put all the people around him in position. I looked at King Von's birthday. He was born on August the 9th. He was a Leo. Leos have real big hearts. I'm a giver. Every Leo I know, we are very blunt and brash, but we're givers. To the people that we care about, we're gonna put them on every time. For some reason, when we care about people, we have blind loyalty. Okay, blind loyalty. Because we always want to stick it out with the people that was always there with us before, even when it's time for their asses to drop off. Okay. My problem has always been in the past, not now, because I don't even I kick people. I kind of don't. I've gotten to a point where I isolate myself from people to have peace in my life. Right, a lot of people, but my problem has been, and as a lot of other Leos that I know, is carrying people along that should have dropped off. Everybody that started with you don't finish with you. It's that loyalty to a fault. And I'm not saying that his people had anything to do with it. I'm saying he should have these artists, as well as anybody, don't need people around them that is helping to instigate stuff. And we don't talk about that. Whoever was around Von should not have woke him up for instigation. And if his manager did it, that's a poor excuse for a damn manager. Why in the hell would his manager do that and put him in danger? Regardless to whether Quando people would have had a gun or not. If it had been a brawl, it never should have happened. You don't instigate stuff like that. And the people around you, and we don't talk about that, you shouldn't have people around you that is constantly instigating bullshit, because it never is good. Quando didn't want that to happen, but it's something going on where they want Quando dead, and it ain't got a damn thing to do with King Von. That's truly what I believe. Somebody else wanted Von dead. That's just what I believe, and it was not Quando. And it's sad that this young man is pleading for his life and has had hard living. Y'all heard what he said he went through. And these folks are insisting on taking him out because of their sadistic, whatever they got going on. Quando didn't play a part in it. He didn't want him dead. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to read y'all comments because I haven't been able to read them. Okay. But anyways, y'all. Anyways, I hate that this happened. I do. I hate that this happened to King Von. King Von had a lot of energy, and Quando is bumping. Talented brothers. Something happened. Somebody put a book. Somebody said something. Why they would wake somebody up out of their sleep, especially their artist, the artist that is the star, to instigate something, to have him to get himself caught up in something. I can't wrap my psyche around that. It's something that's not right about it. So then you got this young man who Boosie is saying, well, if he had not backed down, because they want him to beef. That Boosie them mad because Quando is a human being. Hell, he ain't sitting up talking about I'm smoking on a Von pack. That's what Boosie them want him to do, like they've been doing with Dolph. Smoking on Dolph pack. I guess that's the more to them. They want that beef to go on, but this young man ain't doing that. He ain't troll Von. He said from the damn beginning, he didn't want that to happen. He never intended for that to happen. That's not something he started. The young man been pleading his case, and they mad at him for doing that because he has expressed remorse, and he didn't want that to happen. Well, I think that it's bad because he backed down. He expressed remorse. Why in the hell wouldn't he? He didn't go out there for that. And you got the OGs sitting up saying he should not have just backed down. He should have, been talking shit. That's what that nigga said. Because it's all about selling records. There is no logic or nothing. Folks need to stop their kids from listening to rap. Folks need to stop their children from listening to rap. Parents still have the upper control or the control of their kids if they just put the crack pipe down. I'm talking about male and female. They're going to have to get off the crack and start back raising their children because they could still have control of their kids and stop them from listening to rap until these motherfuckers know what kind of music to produce in the black community. Because if their asses don't get no hits, they're going to change the language. I promise you they will. Because we're the ones with the dollar, which means that we can control it. Stop your kids from listening to rap and watch and see don't that shit change. They'll start putting out some other kind of rap if they know we're not going to support them talk about killing each other. It ain't no damn sense. They after this boy like they blood hungry. Okay. Y'all know it pisses me off. I'm going to tell you something, y'all. Our community has become so barbaric and pathetic. You can do anything in our community except for progress. If people think that you're going to progress, as I say, you can go and do something to somebody's mama. You can go and take their mom out. They be sitting laid out there, we all got to die one day. You could go and do something to their damn kids. Maybe it was the will of the Lord. But the moment you say somebody is progressing, they're raised straight up in the middle of the bed like the exorcist. Oh, that nigga got to die. He trying to make some money. That is the state, that is the condition of our community. Okay? That is the condition of our community. When people are scared you're going to do better than them, when they are scared that you're going to progress. Okay? That's the condition of our community. Just like when they was messing with me, nigga thought they was hurting me by deleting my videos. They hurt themselves. But they gonna see in the end. Because they thought I was making some money. That is the condition of our people. Stop them from making money. You can do anything. They'll let you sit and rape a whole, they'll let you sexually assault their mama. But you better not talk about you gonna make some money. That wakes up that demon on the inside of them. That's the reason why I say, y'all, people like that you can't play with. You have to work to make sure they are taken down, and you have to stop buying their music. And what these black people are doing is they are using the resources that the black community is putting into them to destroy the black community. It bothers me to hear Quando really pleading for his life. The man has said from the very start, I didn't want this to happen. I didn't go there for that. So somebody wake Von up and instigate this shit, and then the very worst happens. And the person that instigated it ain't being targeted. It's something wrong with that. Okay? It's something wrong with that. Our people are mentally sick. And there is no growth in the black community. It ain't got a damn thing to do with the white man at this point. Not all of it. It's got a lot to do with the mindset of black people and that crabs in a barrel mentality, because every action has a reaction. You do something to somebody, and especially if it's illegal, and then they start working to do something to you, and they going to win in the end, and then you taken down. That's usually how it works. So this is what's happening in our community. People don't have boundaries, and they will do anything to try to stop somebody from going up. And guess what? You can't stop it, because even in their death, they'll go up, and you'll have your ass sitting in jail somewhere rotting, and still have to listen to their music. So our people need some repair. So I'm gonna be praying, long live King Von. Rest in peace to King Von. I hate this happened to King Von. I don't think King Von thought that was going to happen. I don't believe that King Von wanted I don't think he wanted Quando dead. I don't believe that. I believe that this was instigated and the very worst happened. Somebody else might have wanted King Von dead, but I don't think it was Quando. Who woke him up? Who sent him? Who instigated him? Who sent him to that? I don't know. But it's something ain't right about this situation. And now you got a 23-year-old young man that's basically begging and pleading, been saying for 2 years, I didn't want this to happen. And now he's fearing for his life. They taking out his people. Y'all, when this shit stop? And you got these old crusty Negroes glad that it's happening, because they time up. They figure if they kill each other out, maybe we'll get a second wind. My eyes red. I can barely breathe. I can't stand up on stage and perform, goddamn it, because I'm losing all my breath because I'm old as hell. They ain't got no damn wind because they smoking all kinds of weed and on crack and heroin and shit. So they can't hardly perform without about damn near passing out because they ain't got no damn breath in their body. So they want these kids to sit up and kill out each other. Maybe they can go and perform again and sit in a damn chair and perform and smoke their weed. Or rap, because they can't walk around without losing their damn breath. So they glad they had their time up. They want to see these kids kill each other. Okay? And it's got me pissed off. So with that being said, I'm going to have to go on here and get off of here because I started getting upset. Because I kind of see what's going on. I could kind of see it. And it's a damn shame for people to say, well, he backed down. He should, if he had been doing rap songs about him, if he had been, just pushing forward, trolling the dead, basically, they're saying these folks wouldn't have put no bag on his head. It's a damn shame. I think Quando needs to go file some police reports. I know he ain't gonna do it. He needs to start telling on some of these folks, they had their asses in jail. They be too preoccupied and spending all their money. Let the federal government drain their goddamn asses of the money since they don't know nothing to do but to put it on top of folks' heads. Go report them. File police reports on them. Tell about these illegal operations they got going on. And if their ass is tied up in court, the federal government be good at draining them. They won't have no money to put on nobody's head. And I don't give a damn what nobody think about me. At some point, that's what you got to do because these Negroes don't know what to do with the money that the Black community has helped them to amass. Okay? Somebody needs to tell Quando that's what he needs to do. Since they don't know what to do with their money but to destroy the Black community, go tell on their asses. Go to the feds, tell them the feds will be glad to help them, to drain them of every goddamn dime they got, and then send them to federal prison. Because they're going to make sure that they drain them when them lawyers draining them of all them. Them defense attorneys will be glad to get their money. Leave their asses broke. They can't put no bags on nobody's heads. And then nobody's shit no more. And they'll stay broke. Since they have amassed wealth and all they know to do is to destroy the Black community, we strip them of that. Okay? Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get on off here because I'm tired. I told y'all I didn't want to preach. I'm about to lose my voice and I ain't feeling good. I'm going to have to, I got to get up and go on a case in the morning. So, child, I got to get me some rest. But I want y'all to know that I have really appreciated you guys being on here with me. I want y'all to know I appreciate y'all so much. My subscribers absolutely rock. Y'all make the show what it is. Y'all absolutely make it what it is. And I do appreciate you guys. I want you guys to have a good night. And I'll be back here tomorrow. Talk to you later. I love